as a Palestinian under the occupation, like, and you have no choice. Like, and you are wherever you go in your life, from the city to the village, from your to school to your work, the occupation is there. So since I was 15 years old, first time I remember that I had been beaten on a checkpoint by the soldiers because I don't have my ID. You know, my ID, this is like the most important thing that you have to keep all the time, 24 hours in your pocket. You can't move from village to city or go out of your home without your ID. Otherwise, somebody would ask you about, soldier will ask you about it, or a police or whatever, and it will be a problem. So all the time you have to identify yourself. This is like insane. Like, this has not happened anywhere in the world. Like, so you are nothing unless you have your ID. This is how it is. So since I was 15, I find myself like after I had been beaten, I find myself engaged like in the political parties, and became active in the Palestine issue in my village, in my towns. Then after that, the university. Then it continue up to now. I have been engaged in the first Intifada. Then after that, was engaged in civil society struggle organizations that they have been giving services to the people. Then when the war started, I initiated this movement with many of my comrades from several areas in the West Bank. So we formed this movement, started on a long path of struggle against the war. This, I would say, the new colonial apartheid system, the step ahead with the colonial apartheid system by deciding to build a wall, ghettoizing the Palestinian people in villages and cities, separating them from each other, separating them from their land, and isolated, confiscated. So since then, we were organizing the people in popular committees in the villages, in each village, where they start protesting, starting go march to their land, helping them getting into courts, helping in all the things that we were able to help farmers individually and collectively in the village. And also internationally, it was for us very important, like, to present this to the whole world. Like, Israel is not the only democratic state in the world, in the Middle East. Israel is a criminal state. This is what we are facing as a Palestinian since 75 years old. But they were able to create their narrative around the world that they are the victims and we are the savage people. So for us, it was very important to show what so-called democratic state is doing. Like, it's one of the worst sophisticated apartheid systems, like, in that blocking people in the 21st century, like fragmenting them, separating them from each other. And we know this is deeply in the Israeli Zionist mentality, because this state has been based on racism. Like, in the racism inside the structure of the city, the state is very, very strong. From the white Ashkenazi Jews, that this is the top level. Then you have Russians, you have the Falasha, the Africans, you have the Druze, you have the Arab Jews, the Jews that they came from the Arab world, and then you have the least, the lowest class is the Palestinians inside Israel, which is they have Israeli citizenship, not like us in the West Bank. So we are the worst that has been discriminated.